Welcome back, everyone. We are coming back from what was a sweeping win for the Belarusian side, and now we advance on to the Bulgarian playground, Mirage, a map that they're pretty well versed on, and hopefully we will see a better performance and showing here from the Bulgarian boys. Otherwise, they might see themselves eliminated quickly. It is going to be the side choice here for Nemiga, which does suggest to me that this is by no means in favor of SKADE, because they will get that CT side on Mirage. I think the action is about to begin. Mel, let's bring that action. Let's see it.
Taking a look here at SKADE on the T side, I'm not feeling a million times more confident than I was on Nuke, but I think we're going to see a much better performance. The previous map was a disaster. Moving on into the A bomb site, that's a great start. They've already eliminated one. They're going to move straight. Okay, the smoke has not quite landed. They should know there's a gap in that. The box is going to be able to play around it, but they didn't. He's found two. This man's an animal. He entered A side on Nuke. He's managed to consistently connect multi-kills, and they're not aware of CT.
Oh, no.
They're not checking anything in these post plans.
Yeah, this is actually a disaster. Now she's down to Rainwaker, the 1 versus 3, and he's been in a triangle of doom from all directions. They come, and Speedak will not quite give him an opportunity to fight back. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Box has been such a beast in this series so far. He's kind of been like the X factor, right, for Nemiga, clawing them out of rounds they shouldn't be winning, flipping things on their heads like he's a chef. Man's a beast.
He really is, man. Like, his entries on the previous map, I gotta go check the statistics in a little bit, but they were hugely successful. I'll be confident in saying any time that he lost an opening duel, it was traded out immediately. I don't remember a single point where he was leaving his team in the dust. For SKADE, starts out well. They get the opening duel here. They move to the A-bomb site. They plant. Player and connector catches them off guard. Then everybody's like, okay, we gotta get the connector guy. No one paying attention to CT. The poor bomb planter just gets domed to the side. That was a disaster. They're not covering any of their bases.
Yeah, that's a disaster. Right? Box on the smoke is good for 1. Now, there is a version of reality where SKADE does win this round, right? And that's actually even better than winning the pistol, because you put them on a double eco instead of a single eco.
Yep.
Let's see if they can make 100%. It work. They've gone 1 for 1. Dennis okay, that was completely careless, fellas. Speedak, let's go inside the connector. The smoke, the flashes. That's keeping SKADE at bay, and right now they're more than happy to just fall back and play this 4 versus 3.
That's a huge advantage to play with. I mean, SKADE are far behind. They've not got the manpower to really effectively split. They haven't got any utility left anymore. That flashbang they just lobbed over the A site, that was all they had. And I don't really understand the purpose of it. They got the bomb, but the player could have still peeked window. Like, it just seems weird. As they move towards B, though, there's 2 players there, 1 outside the ramp. Rocking is going to be pushed on in just a second. Lollipop's going around. He's checking it as well, but not able to find it. The wall caught him slightly off guard. And SKADE now, they want to wrap through to T-spawn. They've only got 40 seconds left, though, so if they're going to hit A, they need to make that choice pretty quickly and start to let loose and start running pretty soon. The problem is they don't have mid-control, right? So there could be a player all the way up there to hear the steps as they come through T-spawn.
Yeah, and that kill from Rocking pretty much averted crisis for them, too, because they were about to walk into the 2v2 on B, and I don't think that would have ended well. But now they have passage back to A. Now, mind you, MDS is pushed upper, so they're regrouping back to A. So I think SKADE might have just missed their opportunity here to find a weakened bomb site. And now they're walking into the 3 versus 2 and a flank coming in a matter of seconds.
Good flash as well. JO unfortunately steps a little bit too wide and gets blinded by it. Look at the bomb site itself. They're ready for him to peek, but he gets 1 and a bomb planter. That is huge. A failed shot by Rocking, and the round's over. 2 seconds left.
Kill him after time, fellas.
Yeah, there we go. That's the small criticism I was going to make. Kill him after time. It was 1 second. You could have just,
just walked away, second, man. I don't think he was looking at the guy flanking too. So MDS had him like dead to rights if he just waited that extra half a second there, barely even. Oh, okay. But you know, overall, pretty well played round from Nemiga, right? Getting their information flow. As soon as they lose that A player, they're pushing up or B. Like they're not staying stationary. They're actually moving around the map. And their eco, that double eco has been denied. The force buy for SKADE was shut down.
The window peaks here, a little bit ambitious from Speedak, but he doesn't give a damn. He gets 3. Stalin coming through the smoke, though. Catches 1 by surprise. There's a rifle for him if he can get away with it. Being spammed through the smoke, though, and he absolutely can. Speedak with a 4K on mid, shutting down those pistols and putting it 3-0. Now, SKADE, do they even full buy here? I mean, they could go for a weaker one. I've seen teams in this position decide against it just on the basis of having full utility on every player. But they're confident that they can get smokes out. Rocking doesn't mind taking the Khalil. This is a very solid buy still.
Yeah, I mean, the only way it could be better is if that Galil was upgraded to either an off or a better rifle. So, not bad so far. Right now, Yo's looking for that early pick. The smoke denied the Molotov, but not quite going his way. Okay, Denislav, come on.
Hey, you said the smoke wasn't going his way. It's true. He got spammed through it.
It didn't go both ways, I guess. Spell it now, coming from the underpass. Now, this is a solid approach here for SKADE, right? Take mid control, get that player underpass, have that lurk potential. There still is a player inside connector. That's Box. Maybe he doesn't expect it, and he does not expect it. That's the equalizer. Mid control alleviated. Now they can turn back and look towards A.
Box has got balls of steel going back in for that, playing aggressive after he's already player's already died there, leaving just Lollipop to hold down the A side, who was on ramp by himself. But he knew they already had a little bit of presence on mid. They're not going to be pushing A that quickly, so you've got time to make that kind of play, holding an angle they weren't expecting, getting a free kill. Lollipop concedes ramp control, dropping the smoke and bailing back to CT. This is the disadvantage of being in a 4v4. They can't cover their bases properly. Box is on the rotate through to CT to help, and you've got MDS watching connector. But taking the fights on the side is going to be pretty difficult. Lollipop wasn't expecting them to already be there, but still finds one. Flash over just to delay. He's going to peek down below and gets more. Now it's time to just bail out of those fights. At least that's what I would say. But Lollipop, he disagrees. He's got a third kill, and it's all down to Denislav. 1v4, A case. He's already spotted out the AWP on ramp. Over on short. Just saw the player CT, so he's ready for the kill. But does he know there's a second one here? I think so. There goes the kill. Box is down. Look at the ammo, though. He's pretty much all out. He's got 4 bullets left.
Yeah, that is so greedy from Nemiga, right? Like, they have this guy. They know exactly where he is, and he's pretty much in the open. Just avoid that extra casualties, right? Keep your economy strong.
They got the bomb as well. It was down on default.
Right. And that's actually one of my main points as well, is that planting a site on Mirage is, like, one of the hardest things if you don't have smokes or mollies or, like, control, right? You gotta have control of CT or jungle or connector, something. Otherwise, planting bomb on A is like one of the hardest things in this game, in my opinion. And
dude, like, they've lost so much by playing aggressive there. Like,
right?
Jo and Box do not have money if they lose this round. For what? Like you're saying, they knew where he was. They knew where the bomb was. I think Lollipop was like, he was red anyways. He was below 20 HP, and he jumped up on top of Ticket to try and take the fight. Why? There's literally no need. He hadn't got the time to take the bomb and wrap to B without them noticing.
But Mitch, you're missing the main point. Sometimes you just got to be an alpha, you know?
Yeah, you know, I didn't think of that. You got, yeah, there, now it makes sense.
Sometimes you just got to make the dumb plays establish dominance, Mitch.
I think they did that on the previous map, though. I think they've already got the dominance well and truly established.
All right, let's see what they're up to here. SKADE. It looks like they're all headed over towards the A site. Of course, Rocking looking to draw attention away in mid with the Mac 10, potentially find the timing on the flank, and he will only find death by Box, who I would not want to mess with personally. Now it's going to be the hit coming out ramp. Unfortunately, they don't have smokes or flashes to make it work, and they're probably just going to get destroyed by the meat grinder. And yeah, only a single kill.
Get the op
is dropped. Oh no! Yeah, I didn't get it.
Box.
They lost the op.
That's on Box, man. He was the closest to it, and he started running towards ramp. Then I think someone started shouting, like, my op, my op! And they already had some money problems. Now they're going to go down on Speedak on $600. That could have been much prettier, but... it's stinging a little bit. It's a small sting. It's like touching nettles. It hurts. It's not going to kill you, but... it's certainly going to make your day a little bit more uncomfortable. I love this position from Box as well. This guy's so aggressive, but almost always successfully. Not this time. As I say, that spell and shoots him in the back. Speedak picks up Denislav to at least trade it out on top mid. They've got to be wary of the player underpass, which Jo was. Guy's now Molotov'd off. But SKADE have got mid control, or at least they should have it now, unless Jo decides that he only has the W on his keyboard. He's spotting under. Just going to be backing off afterwards. I think that's the right call.
For sure. And one thing I do appreciate about Nemiga too is they almost never feel stationary, right? They're always making movements. Anytime they lose something, they're trying to gain something back. And you can see Lollipop, he's inside the A ramp. He's already pushed through. And now Nemiga can just focus on denying the B split. And just, they have Yo, who's also holding down the connection. Run up. The flashbang is absolutely perfect. That's going to initiate the B split. It's perfect. Spellin's flash. Raftu's kills. Can't go any better. Yo is able to return frag at least one onto Spellin, but they are so far removed from this one, and their money is not that hot. So I think they might just concede this one. And SKADE are finally on the board. 5-1. Potentially. No, I think they're committed. Yeah, they're committed to the save now. They need that money. And 3 players alive for SKADE. Not bad.
I mean, it looks good with MDS having that much cash, but he's probably going to be dropping over an AWP to SPEDAC, and all of a sudden your cash disappears. And they really could go for this in the 2v3 had they not have sacrificed 2 players in the 4v1, had they not have lost so many in the previous as well, had they have saved over the AWP. You know, they've been winning rounds, but there's definitely been a lot of flaws there. And I think I personally would just put that down to overconfidence, maybe a little bit of a lack of focus. They're on a map that they don't need to be immensely tuned in on. This isn't Nuke. It's not like every step that you make is a 3-dimensional puzzle. It's much more straightforward, a standard 3-lane map, and with the win that they just had, maybe they're sitting back in their chairs a little bit, but now it's time to focus up. The money is very low for the CT side on this buy. They're going to go for mid-aggression off the bat. Jo was almost on top mid. That flash, I think that was the CT's flash. I hope it was. Anyways, Jo still gets shut down as he goes for the peek a little bit too late. And that's mid-control for SKADE, as Nemiga have to back off now and play 2-2.
And it's actually really interesting to see that Nemiga is starting to get punished for their aggression, right? And now they might be inclined to play in a way that they're not used to. A kill that was supposed to be boxes. That's a bit uncharacteristic for him in this series so far. Spellin, that's a 2nd-man advantage now. They own mid. They have a 2-man advantage. They have a lurking palace, so they know there's no one pushed up A. I think the call here is just fall back A, clear out A ramp, and take over the site.
I think that's probably the best decision. You don't want to be pushing into B. You know, when you know you've got a man advantage to play with, especially when there's only 3 players left alive on the CT side, you're going to want to push towards A, because that's where one player can't make as much of a difference as holding down the choke point of B. They open it up by taking ramp. Is there CT aggression coming through? What's Rockin going to do here? He just mollies it. Flash goes over. And they're actually going to plan for short here by the looks of things. Nice and open for ramp as well. So there's so many positions they could occupy. MDS wants to push up through connector, though. He's already up close. And SPEDAC down in CT. It's looking like they're going to go for this.
Yeah, MDS is creeping out. He might just catch Rainwaker expecting, and there it is, a bit careless from him. Completely not aware of the potential play, and MDS off the mistake of Rainwaker finds his 2nd onto Rocking, and it's all down to Dennis Law now, the 1 versus 2. Smoke for the bomb.
Great flash goes over as well. Denny Slaw not going to be able to do a whole lot here. He's been spotted out by the AWP. They can't find the bomb. They do eventually. He finds the shot, though, and the spam. MDS is gone. And a huge clutch by Denny Slaw. 4 kills on the board at the end of that round. MDS did so well, sneaking out onto stairs, catching the first kill, repositioning down below, so the player on bench had no idea. He was staring at the stairs, he had to flick onto him, and that gave MDS the millisecond advantage he needed to find the kill. But Denny Slaw secures the round. And for Nemiga now, 5-2 up. It's SKADE, I believe, calling that timeout.
It is, yeah. This is good, right? Just avoid your further damage. Secure these next few rounds. I think Nemiga here has to make a pretty tough decision. Now their money's in kind of a weird limbo, right? Because they have MDS, who's pretty wealthy. Fox is not too far behind at 4750. That's easily M4 armor, some utility on the board. But Yo is not 1900. SPEDAC is not too far away at 2k, and Lollipop is 3600, which is a FAMAS armor and some utility. So like, dude, if they buy, it's weird. If they don't buy, that allows SKADE the safety net of economy. It's such a weird decision here.
Definitely not the easiest one to make. This timeout's gone on quite a while, so I'm now edging towards this being a tech again. But it's also good to have these small little pauses in between when you're coming up against a round where your opponent could either go for a force buy, they could probably get an AWP out, or you could be up against an eco. So you need to be very precise in your strategies here, because these are not rounds you want to be losing. Either way, you should be winning this, and if they force spot, you should be winning the next as well. And that's a really high stakes round there. Lollipop's gotten aggressive on ramp as SKADE take mid control and look to push down short to B, because the bomb's already pushing up. They're through apps. What are we doing here?
Oh, MDS, nice pick. I don't even think they know what just hit him. Box finds another kill on towards Palace. Suddenly this round is crumbling on his head. What's going on here, Mitch? Now they're funneled to B. Now they come into the stack. Now Nemiga has just increased their chances tenfolds.
What is going on? They're losing. They haven't a single kill against the Pistols. MDS got 3 with the Deagle. They had... I'm so confused. Wow. They had 1 over towards A. They had 2 top mid. So they have the control. They have their smokes down. They spot that nobody's there. Then they send 2 guys fast through apps. to peek it from the very beginning. The mid players, instead of going short, they back off and they go through the apartments. They're late to the push. They've already made noise now in B, so the CTs know that. I'm like, that literally made no sense. Did they actually call a timeout for that?
Yeah, that's a good way to put that. Okay, Denislaw. He does find the opening pick at least. That's it's an M4, runs away. Not bad. But no, you're absolutely right to criticize, I think. That was just so sloppy. But I do have to add that I think that their depth towards A site really just funneled them into that stack, right? It's really not something they wanted to do, but their cards were kind of ripped away from them. Now Spellin's inside connector, unspotted, completely off time here. That's going to be an easy kill off the speed act. Suddenly the defenders are crumbling. Now they know Yo is likely to be the only defender here, but there is box as well towards CT. Rainwaker is calling that he just spotted the player running out. MDS just walked back in. That's a little weird. Okay, but the site still belongs to SKADE, and it's a 2 versus 2.
That's an advantage to have, for sure, with the bomb being there. The rotate coming around from Rocking. He'll pick that up and go for the plant as Rainwalker tries to get a more aggressive stance, but hold on. Rocking's been spotted. The AK not able to find the pick just yet. Jo going to lob the smoke down. I didn't catch his ammo, but he was going for a reload there for a second. He's going to wrap around anyways and come on through the A side. He missed his jump, so through connector he goes. This is going to cost them a little bit of time. Box doesn't care about the time, though. He's still pushing forward. Rocking jumps up! Oh, could have been the wrong choice, but luckily Box wasn't there to find that duel. And so it's a 1 versus 2. Jo coming in through kitchen. They're going to suspect that at this point it's been so long they have no idea where he is. Last spotted short, and you can see here Rainwalker is checking for the kitchen push. Jo knows there's one on Van. No idea that there's one close on bench. Is he going to check it? He finally the first kill. Oh, the shots behind! They were missed by Rainwalker, giving him a chance. But Jo, not quite the clutch player in that spot that he needed to be. And so it's 6-3.
What a drop-off that was. The reverse robbery here for SKADE, man. These rounds are becoming a little bit weird, right? Like, how is Spellin getting connector on an anti-eco? Undetected. That's madness. Now it's even Nemiga. What was strong economy for them is now a lot weaker. They're down to their final lifeline, and SKADE have an opportunity to really fight back here. Now, Yo will be the first line of defense here. On short, he finds the opening. Oh, the crossfire is real. Yo peeks off the contact. Excuse me, Box peeks off the contact, securing the second kill. And now that's a bit awkward. The 2v1 upper B. This is so important here.
There's MDS with one, but he has to drop down. As he does, Rocking takes the headshot. Out goes Jo. Okay, if he fell there, that round could have been in serious jeopardy. They've got the B bomb site up through short, but unable to land that. Nemiga take their 7th and steaming ahead. One thing about both of these teams I noticed is that on Mirage, they tend to pick up the majority of their rounds on the terrorist side. Not too unusual, considering it is one of these more open maps where the T side isn't punished quite as heavily. But when you look at SKADE, having only those 3 rounds on the board, they've really got a lot of weight on their shoulders now to close this one out. I want to see them on at least 6 rounds by the end of it, and even that is starting to come into question. A much weaker buy, they're going to rush towards the B-bomb site. Oh my god, MDS!
How does he control that spray? Now he just gets decked by Rainmaker, but I think he's done the damage. He's done all he needs to do. It's down to Spellin now. 1 versus 4, turn 3, but there's players in all directions, and then someone snuck out to bench. I think it's just a matter of time, a formality even, and Nemiga, they keep the lead, 8-3 now, extended, and now this is getting, we're starting to enter dangerous territory here for SKADE, right? You only have 3 rounds on this T side, and I do agree with your point. I think that this map is one of those maps where it's very common to see sweeping T sides, right? Like, this map has not been extremely CT-sided in a long time. It's been 8-7 finishes either direction, sometimes 9-6s in either CT or T-side finishes. So this is getting pretty close here for SKADE. End of the lifeline, perhaps.
I think you touched on it there. 9-6 is a reasonable scoreline for either side, really. If you're getting that, you're going to be happy enough with how it's gone. You're definitely in with an advantage, but it's not crippling either way. Oh, SpeedX being shot by the Glocks down below. If you've got an op and you hear those pistols, you're getting out of connector. You want to create the range. They're dealing with the mid push, though. Never mind dealing with the mid push. They're pushing mid, which, again, up against pistols, it takes balls of steel to do. But evidently, Lollipop has got all the balls in the world. As he looks for that kill towards the top of middle, he's just hit now behind the boxes, peeking it every so often, making sure they're not creeping up for the bomb. It's huge control for them. Instead of having to split these players and have one alone on one of the bomb sites and another toward 2 players on another, they have the bomb, so they don't need to worry about it at all, but I'd be worried now.
Yeah, this is where it starts to get dicey. This is where gaps begin to open, right? Rocking, going to take advantage of that, but he gets caught off by the double peek. They recognize something needed to happen. Now Spellin has the timing here. In window, put the M4, taps away. That's Yo gone down. That's a 1v1 against a wounded Speedak, but the bomb is still in control of Speedak, and there's only 30 seconds left, Mitch. Oh, is this the big brain play? No, okay, he's keeping it. I thought he's just going to run to a bomb site.
22 seconds. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The time is very low. He's just thrown that smoke, gives away his position. Speedx holding it with an op. How often does he miss these shots? Well, we're about to find out. Apparently too often, as he gets taken down. A huge clutch by Spellman. Picking up that M4 in the window saved the day.
Oh my god. They just lost the Glocks and Deagles. And they have no more money, Mitch. This is a disaster. This is exactly what SKADE needs, right? I call these the Guardian Angel rounds, right? You get these rounds where you're not supposed to get. And they swing the game around in your favor completely. But you have to be able to convert these, right? Like, you can't just go back for the reverse eco. Now the A7 finish is still very much possible.
100%. Yeah, if SKADE can pick up 7 rounds, I'm not feeling too bad for them. Like I said, 6 would even be reasonable for me at the moment, considering the fact that we know Nemiga are strong as can be. But when Nemiga move to the attacking side, that's where I really fear for SKADE. So this half really is a defining factor. If they get less than 6, I'm willing to put that final nail in the coffin. I think that's what it's going to be. But moving into this round, there should be no real contention. The pistols being dealt with well. SKADE have 2 players on pretty much every angle. Spellin's the only one that's in danger. Mind you, he has 34 HP, so that's potentially a free rifle. If the pistols take a fight, they haven't cleared bench. Oh, but they know it. They check it still.
Yeah, nice awareness there. Getting all their bases checked. Of course, the Molotov will keep them at bay here in Marcus. I think this round is pretty much over. And SKADE to advance to 5 rounds. Now, I think with 5 rounds, I'm going to go against you here, Mitch. I feel like a sense of confidence and calm for SKADE on the CT side. I've seen them play. I've seen glimpses of their glamour. I'm hoping to see that in this next half.
I think on most days I would agree with you, but I just think Nemiga are so strong individually. You put them on the T side, they're going to be shredded right now with how they've been playing so far. When Box gets his entries, rounds are just completely torn open. We saw their T side up against North, and it was impressive. That said, North hasn't been anything but impressive recently, but still. Did it against Fours as well. Actually, I remember that game was an interesting one to watch.
Okay.
But it was a while ago. I'm willing to put some faith in SKADE. We said we wanted 3 maps in this series. Definitely 2 teams that should be going all the way in the best of 3.
I mean, these are the best of the best in the league, right? This is top 4 now. Denislov finds Lollipop, who's been pretty aggressive on the A ramp, so good punishment there and awareness from SKADE. So they are showing signs of life, at least. They're showing adaptation and adjustments. And now they get Spellin into window off that pick because they know there's a gap somewhere, and they've actually found the gap. Window is not popped. Spellin, if he eliminates Yo, it's a little weird, but that's such an important battle won by Nemiga. The equalizer, as well as the map control.
Here's the challenge, though, as they push out towards A. You've already got Palace control going towards the CT side. Box just pushed on in. Oh, but Speedak misses the shot. Now it's all on Box. He has to be the one to make the big play. JO's down on 13 HP in CT. MDS cleared out mid. Bombs being planted. Box coming up behind. His teammates make a distraction. MDS making noise. Found a kill. Out he comes, but he's being checked. Still gets 2. Box just can't be stopped. Or maybe he can. Rocking's the only player left to contend with him, and he finds that duel, putting 6 on the board for SKADE. And already now feeling comfortable in the half. We're looking for one more. And pulling this one across the line should be even easier than the last, as Nemiga have got nowhere near the same kind of a buy.
This is far less than ideal, huh? It's just MP9s. They have single FAMAS as their rifle and the scout for Speedak, who, of course, is by no means to be discounted. And MDS and the Deagle as well. Now they're just going to push Alice. Rattled here, though. The double kill on the entries, and there it is. This should be the round, Mitch. Surely they do not drop this one. Surely this is the 8-7 finish that we were hoping for, or at least expected.
I'd be very surprised if they managed to lose this one. They've got a player lurking out of mid who should catch the rotate of JO coming up underpass. I think he's been spotted at this point, though, and they're actually going to focus on him. Good decision-making from Nemiga here, and they win the fight. There's a rifle to be retrieved now. Whoopsie daisies, giving a kill to MDS. It's a 3v3. You're getting me worried here, SKADE. It's a scout in play. Speedak can drop Raftu or Rainwalker with just one hit, and if MDS can manage a body tag onto Rocking, it'll be the same for him as well. Shot landed. There's Rocking low. MDS, oh, the spam! That's what I was hinting at. One shot onto the body and he's dead. And any of these players are dead now. This is not good.
Yeah, this is death by paper cuts at this point, right? They're not really committing to fights. They're just poking, prodding, trying to get whatever they can. The headshot reposition here for Yo was really smart, but he couldn't quite land the shot. Now it's MDS to eliminate Raftu, bringing it into the 1v1, repositioning inside Con, picking up a weapon as well. Smart decision, 1v1.
Oh, nice shot by Rainwalker, though. He connects it and finishes off the round now. 8-7 on the half. SKADE came very close in the end, and normally we'd start to now say, oh, well, they lost a lot of weapons, but it was the last round of the half, so it doesn't matter at all. Managing to tie it up, like, well, as close to tying it up as you can in a half is very commendable for them, and this should get a whole lot easier now in half number 2.
Yeah, you know what's weird is like hide the scoreline, like hide the 8-7, press tab, and look at the kill differences between these two teams. Like if you're looking at the scoreboard, you're thinking this is a 9-6, a 10-5 for Nemiga. Like they're firing much better than SKADE is, but somehow it's a tie. And that's a push out ramp. The double kill for Box is huge. That was their early game plan. It's been ripped apart. Felon's only good for one. Now there's a bit of chaos and Rainwaker.
That's huge.
Oh my god, yeah.
Eliminating Box as well. He was the one that found all those kills for them. Let's see what the rest can do with the Glocks. MDS and Sandwich. SKADE want to move forward. They're just tucked down the bottom of the stairs for now. J.O.'s baiting them in. He spotted both of them. That's the play for MDS, and he gets the kill. Now Rainwalker should be double peaked to finish this one off. They don't need to make a play. The T-side can sit down. They can wait for Rainwalker to expose himself and then get the crossfire setup rolling. Oh, no, but they're making a play instead. Rainwalker gets the opportunity. He misses the shot. J.O. going out for more. What is happening here? He goes down to CT and MDS peaks to finish it off and finds the kill. The Box, he was the one that we highlighted. He's been the entry on Nuke. He's been the real scary factor for them. And goes out there in the pistol round and finds himself and the team, the A-bomb site.
And by no means is he like the top performer right now for Nemiga, but his impact, I think, has been immeasurable in this series so far. Now the force back comes out from SKADE. The Bulgarians, they're looking for the scout on Spellin. Of course, we've seen many highlight reels from him having that weapon. And of course, the Bulgarian deagles are nothing to behold, so something to behold, rather. Box. They have so much control already. What's going on here?
Well, down goes Spellin. He's just taken out by the MAC-10. Lots of money being farmed for Nemiga right now. They're wondering how the hell they've got such a free round. Box just keeps on going. Check the bomb site. There's another.
Jesus. They look like a disease spreading faster than anything I've ever seen on the minimap. Like, they literally just went into A, they just went to CT spawn, they had control of everything, they just kept going.
It's like one of those maps. Down. Yeah, the maps for, what are they called? Pre-fire maps? You check all your angles. It's like, they loaded up the B pre-fires and then went to A. Rushed through and got all the kills as they went. Looks like poor old Raftu is going to survive, though.
Wow.
That's, I mean, the smallest of positives we'll ever find, but he doesn't give any more SMG kills.
Wow. Sorry, I'm just still mind blown at how fast of a round that was. Like, what the hell just happened? Now the MAC-10 stay in play, so that's easy money. Okay, SKADE, please pull out something here for us with this Deagle Rafty. You're pretty much the only person who has anything here, Mitch. I don't know. Smoke and 8 is stacked towards the B site. I like the call, but it's not quite the 50-50 they're hoping for.
No, unfortunately they got the bad 50 as they move towards the A-bomb site and get a bomb plant down. Nemiga have all but secured this, but hold on. This time they're aware. They know Box only has a W key. They deal with him. Taking down that SMG. Raftu's getting aggressive. He picks it up, gives it over to one of his teammates. But the Deagle is not able to find a kill, nor are any of his teammates. Nope. Just completely shut down. Spellin's tucked in the corner. I think he's just got spotted. MDS certainly looks like he knows he's there. Well, maybe not.
Oh.
Whoopsie daisies. There's a rifle
lost.
lost.
He thought there's a chance. There's a gap.
I respect it, man. That was a big play, potentially.
But yeah, like, you know what's crazy is you don't often see that, right? Like, the B rotators are trying to get out market, and now they're fighting 3 people holding the market entrance in their faces. Like, what the? Nemiga just really steamrolling through right now. I think that's very stressful. Yo has an AK that he can pick up, so he's not quite on the PP50. Wait, guys,
Yeah.
there's an AK on the ground. Okay, well, I guess they don't want it. We're now still early control. So I'm just gonna make my point because they've wasted a lot of SKADE's utility here.
So they didn't they did pick up the AK. I think that AK went to Lollipop in the end. So
Oh, gotcha.
we ended up with Jo on the good old Mac 10. So I just wanted to check just to make sure, because it was they were throwing weapons around, they were juggling them. Now juggling the man advantages, and it's ended up all falling on the floor. This even 4-4. And for SKADE at the moment, jump spotting over towards the B apartments. They've got one player going to push up through short. The problem is there's a massive hole in their defense. They've got nothing on middle. And Nemiga are slowly and systematically taking that through underpass with a setup outside of the A bomb site to lob in. Presumably then obviously they're going to be splitting through connector, which puts a lot of pressure on Spellin, and there it is. He lands the opening onto Jo. A man advantage now to play with, as Nemiga are forced into making a play without their connector support.
I hope I feel like this round is really coming down to Raftu here, though. That kill is going to be good for the duel. He falls. That's the A anchor that applies a lot of pressure now onto Rocky to try to hold the cross with the op, but actually there's no but. They have no utility to cross. They have to walk through him. Oh, wait, they have that single smoke. Okay. That does block him off. That's huge. But the Smokers are coming in from CT spawn. The 3 versus 3. 20 seconds left to plant the bomb. SpeedX has the cover down.
Yeah, that plan's completely safe, and Rainwalker tries to tempt fate. He swings out to catch the bomb planter, but unfortunately all he catches is a 50 cal bullet. And it's all down to a 1v3 now for Rocking, not able to do it. Lollipop eliminates him. They're swinging in towards the window. Do they want an extra op? Surely not. Box didn't get there, so we can't find out. It's 12-7. And Nemiga steamrolling on the terrorist side. Sort of as expected.
Called it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got a lot of individual performers here. We saw it on Nuke. We said that it didn't look like it was just a lack of map knowledge, that Nemiga were winning individual duels again and again. Right now, SKADE still haven't figured out the solution to that problem.
Oh. Wow, that flash. Full blind. Yeah, I haven't really seen anything that's inspiring confidence in me yet on the CT side here for SKADE. Which is a little surprising because they're usually very well rehearsed and cohesive on the CT side. So this is a version of SKADE that they're not really hoping for. Rainwaker is the only defender here. He gets eliminated. That's full control now. Then it's all his way out, but unfortunately he's met with an unwelcoming guest. Now it's just Spellin. This is Spellin.
The thing is, hey. So far, I think I've only seen maybe 2 rounds this map from SKADE where I was scratching my head. Okay, hold on. Spellin might have one hit. No, they were both looking at him. But there's probably only been 2 rounds where I'm scratching my head going, what are SKADE thinking here? Other than that, it has just been Nemiga on an individual level bombing them. Like, MDS has been playing so well. Box is so good for opening duels and entries, especially on that T side. They can send him anywhere on the map and he's just going to frag. And some players, they don't play well when they're told to just go open this area of the map, but Box, no problem. He'll just go wherever he needs to and win those duels. And we saw it on the CT side as well. He was getting aggressive down towards middle. He likes to push up on A. Why not?
Yeah, he really is that guy, right? He's kind of been the pillar of consistency for Nemiga throughout the series. That's a fair point. Now, this at least could be one of the final gun rounds available for the Bulgarian side. The single op setup. I don't think we've seen the double op setup yet for SKADE, which would work wonders for them considering how methodical Nemiga's playing, which gives you opportunities, right, to pick them apart with the op, and hopefully we see that come out at some point before it's too late. I think that's what's being discussed here.
I will quickly say, Box is actually negative on opening duels. He's won 3 out of 7 so far. But what we said in the previous map was, even when he's not winning them, it seems like he's traded out immediately. Is that essential map control comes from those situations.
Yeah, and it's been his multi-frags, right? I think that's really where the key point for him is. He's held down the bomb sites. He's opened up the bomb sites. Yeah. Maybe not opening duels, but still winning his fights. Now the double op setup is out. Rainwaker unfortunately misses the opportunity to find the opening frag for his team as well as the early lead. And now it seems like Nemiga are setting up for the window boost. No one is here to defend against it though.
Yeah, they've already pushed through, and look at this flank. Okay, they're aware of it. SKADE are coming back to check. Oh, no, they're not. They've got the knife out. Never mind. Thought they had a read that they could be in window, but with the knife out, I think it's clear that they didn't. MDS, there could be a player on van, but he's just not thinking about it. Eventually, Denny Slaw is finding the frag, so MDS is conscious of it. The wrap around to A. This is huge. Look at the rotates they dragged over. MDS keeps on fragging. Come one, come all. In comes Raf 2, and down he goes as well. Now the A bomb site is wide open. They'll get their bomb plants. And here's the thing.
They don't know how to deal with him. They literally have no idea how to deal with him, Mitch.
Where do you rotate right now? They don't have mid control, so you can't go to A there. You're not going to go through a kitchen because MDS is lurking.
Oh, man. Now the flash is coming out from Lollipop. That seals the deal, I think. MDS now coming out to life from the market. And then I say coming out to life, but he's just been holding it down. What is that angle speed act? Okay. All right. Nemiga, 14-7. But, dude, they had no idea how to deal with MDS and market. Like, zero clues on how to eliminate him without losing 3 players there. That's incredible.
I think, like, I don't know what the players in kitchen were really doing because there were still 2 players in the B bomb site, so you know he's in there. And the spacing was nowhere near what it needed to be for a trade to go down. They offered him 2 1v1s, and, I mean, when you're offering a guy that's performing right now the way MDS is, those 1v1s, yeah, he's going to take them.
Now, this is the final buy for SKADE. Last round was the real full buy round. This one is just rifles, literally utility, no kits, and a desperate attempt to hold on to the game and the series.
They really love just going for the best rifle. It's like they buy the best rifles they can, and they go, okay, now what utility can we buy? They never prioritize it. We've seen Nemiga take the auto shotguns. We've seen them take the scouts. It's very rare we see that from SKADE. If they've got money for M4s, they take M4s. And then they go, all right, I can get a flash, I guess, or a decoy.
Mm-hmm. Especially how viable the MP9 is, at least on the B side or up close A ramp, right? It's like, by no means is it a weaker gun. And it gets you that extra $800 for that extra utility and kit. Something that they definitely don't have. But now it's going to be the contact play. They explode here for Nemiga, and they look to overwhelm the B site.
Yeah, this has been a poor performance so far. Let's see if Rainwalker can pull it back. He jumps up on top. Trying to catch himself an angle. Oh, they're going to get a few, actually. Denny Slaw comes in with one from short. And now we're looking a lot better. Oh, jumping up there is an interesting choice, Rainwalker. He gets spotted and spammed to death. And Spellin now in a 1v2. He's still in connector. He's on his way over now. The bomb's down on the B bomb side. 20 seconds left. Has to be planted. Yeah, he won't catch the bomb planter more than likely. Okay, there's 15 seconds, guys. Get the bomb. Hello? We getting it? All right, we're getting it.
I think they're
the issue is, he might not find the bomb planter, but he gets a 1v1 if he pushes out fast enough. Not able to pick it up just yet. The M4's there. Please don't pick it up. Doesn't want to give away his position. He's slowly creeping forward. Is he going to check close left? It's a hard angle to check. Everything is so open. Does he move forward? Yes, he does! Oh, he gets the headshot! That's dirty on a box! AWP! And he gets that as well! The defuse to go down. Op saved over and Spellin with a huge clutch.
Dude, that was massive. What was that for? He flicked faster than GoTV could handle, Mitch.
I don't think he saw that. I think it was like he got scared. He probably peeked at his whole team, went, he's there! And he just went, ah! He just started shooting.
Wow.
Got him somehow.
Wow, they got 2 Guardian Angel rounds in 1 game, Mitch. That is impressive. Spellin, he really put that one on his back. He just bought him a real chance here, a real fighting chance, a legitimate one. They have ops now, they have full utility, they have a kit available. Yes, they're not quite off the FAMASs, but at least they have utility now, Mitch. Got what they needed. Now Nemiga will try their luck again on the upper B explode. Maybe they're expecting low utility, but there's quite a bit available here for SKADE to fight back with.
Well, let's see what they can do with that util. AWP in play is fully blind. That's a little bit awkward. Rainwalker good for 1, but nothing afterwards. Spellin still has to be worried about middle. There's no one there to check it. Players coming in through kitchen. There's ×3, but now ×2 as Speedak quickly goes down and takes Denny Slaw. Nemiga with the bomb site control. They fake out the bomb plant. They're trying to bait more players into peeking. Nothing just yet. Flash goes out through the window, and so too does Raf 2. He's inside the smoke and wrapped around. They don't know he's out, but they spot him still. As Speedak finds that, it's all down to Spellin. A 1v3 to land.
Nah, he's
I don't think he's feeling it.
Hey, does he go for the... Did he go for it?
Exits it most surely.
Wait. Well, I don't know. He's juking us,
are you
bro.
He's got a kit, I guess, but it's a 1v3. Bro, you won the last clutch. Don't push your luck.
Yeah, Speedak is posted up, too. Oh, the leg shot. Wait, he has a 1v1? Oh, my God, man.
Well, that was, I mean, hell, I don't know if he knows, but you can throw ops out of the map. Like, if you really don't want to use them in the next round, you can just throw that off the map and keep your armor. I don't know what the choice was there to go for that. Maybe he thought he could get a ninja. You're gambling an op on a ninja play? Are you crazy?
I'm with you on this one. I'm with you on this one. This is just so sloppy. Now they're just getting decimated in what is the final round here. The match in series point for Nemiga and Mitch control already belonging. Double players towards a ramp. Raftu's isolated, and he needs... Yeah, Rocking, he really needed something there. Anything for the Bulgarian side, and I think this is it. I think that's it right there. There it is. Nemiga, 16-6, 16-8. A dominant performance from them here, Mitch. Sweeping, insane performance from the Belarusian side. And congratulations to them as they have now qualified for the finals here in Winners League. But what a poor performance from the Bulgarian side, Mitch. I was expecting so much.
Yeah, look, they were favorites apparently coming into this series. Luckily, we pointed that out before the game started that Nemiga probably would have been the team that we looked at. Mirage did not play out the way I expected. To an extent, it did, but exaggerated massively. The T side should have been better for Nemiga, and it was. They dominated on an individual level. They did, but I mean, where were SKADE? That CT side, that T side rather, it was okay. They built up their rounds, they got there in the end, and then they find one round in half number 2, and they're throwing weapons away. They're making these really weird decisions. That wasn't the team that we're used to seeing. Not at all.
Not at all. Yeah, I'm actually quite disappointed with their performance. I was hoping for a lot more. I was hoping for that third map. I know it would have been a really good one to watch, but sometimes that's the way it rolls, Mitch. Sometimes there are winners, and sometimes there are losers, and today it is the Belarusians to advance to the finals, the first team to officially make it there. Congratulations to them. Really excited to see them. Can't believe it though. 16-6, 16-8. Insane performance. But that is the end of this storyline. And then we will be moving on to our second one in about... Well, actually, I think we're ending a little early on schedule here. So I think we'll have about an hour break. It is going to be SKADE versus... Let me just double check. Kova, that's right. Yeah. That's
our boys from yesterday.
That is going to be an interesting one, Mitch, I think.
Yeah, 100%. I'm looking forward to seeing Kova again. They actually impressed me quite a lot yesterday. There were decisions that were made at times that were a little bit weird. Again, we see it a lot with this level of teams that maybe the communication isn't quite there, but SKADE is going to be a big challenge for them. So I'm interested to see how they handle it.
Dude, HOTV is blowing my mind, Mitch.
I just saw the same, man. I'm like, what are those odds? Guys. Are we doing betting tips here? Can we?
No, I'm staying away from that personally. I'm not getting involved in that.
Fair enough. I respect it. But no, that's crazy. To me, I would have looked at SKADE as the team that come in here as big favorites versus Kova. Apparently, the universe disagrees, but hey, we were right so far. So
yeah, it's actually incredible because to me, I thought Nemiga versus SKADE was a 50-50 at best. And it seemed like people were saying that SKADE was a serious overdog, not just a slight overdog. Yeah. And now I'm seeing the same thing here for SKADE, which, in my opinion, was the more fundamentally sound team, right? They have Dexter, insane star player opera, by the way. Big fan of him. And I think this next match between the Finnish team and the CIS team will be incredible. But before we go on break, everyone, please do follow our socials. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, all of the above. We're there. Here to provide you as well some skins, some agent skins, some weapon skins, as well as some 1 terabyte SSDs that we will be giving away at the end of this broadcast after the next best of 3 series. So make sure to stick around, enter in those giveaways for that extra pixels worth cash money. And of course, follow this curly headed man. He's beautiful. His ad's down here below, and mine is here as well. And our producer observer, Melanie, she's amazing. For now, we will cut to a break. We'll see you all in about an hour. Stay tuned for the updates and see you soon.